We're good. Hello! Hey guys, what's happening? BigJackFilms here. Welcome to another live stream. It's been a while. It's not been a while. It's been like a couple days. But yeah, so today's pretty chill. We're getting back into doing basic streams again because you guys are amazing. So let's see here. Wonder when the new episode will be. For this title, the answer I'm not gonna say. Because I wanted to be a little bit of a surprise because there is some twists and turns in this one that I want to do. I will say it's our Christmas special. That's the only thing I will say. It's our Christmas special. It's coming up, and we're just slightly editing it right now. I just have to gather a bunch of files and everything for it so I can work on it. So that's our day-to-day. First one here. Hey, Jackie boy, really enjoyed your review of Dominion. We got Max in here. What's funny is actually that's a meme that's been around for almost 20 years, even before the days of YouTube. That meme was around during the YTMNB days. If you don't know what that website is, do your history. But yeah, it was a really cool website that I used to go on, and they had that song, and I just always wanted to use it. So that's all the reasons why I did it. Hi, his name Godzilla. Okay then, welcome. Bonjour, I know a little bit of French. It's funny, Josh is actually going to be going somewhere to do something in Quebec tomorrow, so that's interesting. Hi, Rooks first, good to see you. Hi, Melissa York, good to see you. David Williams, wow, a lot of people in the chat today. Hi, Luke, Sammy. Well, we already had Thanksgiving because I'm in Canada. We have Thanksgiving we had it a month ago. So there's that. You have to explain yourself with that Valentine's Day for King Kong. You know what I'm talking about. Wait, did you finally watch it, David? Oh God, I am so sorry that you finally had to watch that. So that was a thing we did. It was a long time ago. It's a little bit of it. Okay, so I reviewed 2 Kong parody films that are not really that safe for work per se. And I did it in the style of, like, you know, a Cinema Snob episode or something of that nature. And it was really just there just to establish my character and E.T.'s relationship. So there's that. But what's funny is that the reactions were just hilarious. That's what it was mainly for. It was a big troll response, essentially, a big troll reaction thing, which I like to do. It's sort of funny. Imagine Owen Wilson as a T-Rex. Wow! Hi, Ethan. Good to see you. I cannot wait for the new episode. Oh, yeah, by the way, if I'm correct, I think I started watching it during either 2019 or 2018. Oh, wow. So, okay, yeah, because I've been on YouTube since 2007, but I haven't done reviews until 2013. So, yeah, you started around season 4, I believe. I'm confused if there might be some... Yeah, saying hello from Boston. Oh, Boston! You're from Boston, Massachusetts. Welcome. You're in Boston. Why does Molly from Sailor Moon sound like somebody from Boston? Why they sound like Harley Quinn? I don't know. Harley, what do you think? What do you think? Explain the situation. That's it. My girl got me this. Honey Bear got me that. Speaking of, she's at work right now, so it's just basically need to pass some time. But yeah. So there's that. Fine, I'm just confused because there might be young people. Yeah. Well, I mean, again. There's a reason why it was age restricted. The content in question. Figured I'd stop and say hi. Hey, have fun bowling, man. Hipster and Jedi, enjoy. Smokey, this is not Nom. This is bowling. The rules. You enjoy. Actually, speaking of Big Lebowski, that's who I actually just reached out to recently. I got talking to Brett recently. Brett Trolls from Kong, Jack Driscoll. If you're wondering where the hell he's been for the last, almost 10 years, he has been chilling in the old town, and he's actually got a kid. He's been raising this kid for about almost a decade. His kid's almost 10 years old, and he's a great dad. He really looks after him, has good work environment, make sure the kid's well educated and does what he needs to do. He's amazing. So, caught up with him. We caught up on things through social media. We're thinking about hanging out sometime. Because I told him, y'all been wondering where he's at. So, I mean, if you guys want him to come in, let me know. I'll let him know. What was the hardest shot to get during the Jurassic Park Legacy reviews? That's tough. The hardest shots were anything with, I mean, using the animatronics, because we still had to work in a public environment where we had to get the shots and make sure nothing got in the crowd. There were a couple times with shots we flubbed. And so I made the conscious decision to go film some stuff at Universal and do pickups and everything. So there were times, but we did manage to make it work. And also, if you're wondering why I'm growing this is going to come off eventually, because this is from our Carl. Carl is going to make an appearance in the new episode. Happy American Thanksgiving for all my American friends. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the parade. Black Friday. Oh God, good luck, Godspeed. But there you go. Try to guess how many times I watched that special. Which special? Whoa, hold up! No! No! Hipster Hoovie and Jedi! What are you doing? Dude! I want to cry! Oh my God! Yo! Guys, go subscribe to Xandrew Productions. Go subscribe to this man right now, because this is a blessing. God loves you, man. You're incredible. Just thank you. Like, oh my goodness. Hiya, Jack. Here's some Thanksgiving cash. Hope it helps immensely. Xandrew, please DM me. We need to talk, okay? Because you just earned yourself either a cameo or something, or I don't know, whatever. I got to figure something out for you. I got to do an exchange here, but this is incredible. Bless your heart, man. Thank you so much. Like, I'm going to cry. I'm actually going to cry because, dude, you have no idea. Our economy has been so bad. Funding has been bad. You're a trooper, man. You're freaking awesome. And also, congratulations to you. Man, you're on Linkara streams now. You're amazing. Like, you've got this down. Incredible. Tell him I send my regards. I send my you know, my thanks and everything. But you're awesome, man. You're awesome. Like, I want to cry. Like, I honestly want to cry because you have no idea. Like, that's insane. That's like, we've had some big numbers, and that's a big one. Thank you, Xandrew. Bless your heart. God loves you, man. Oh my goodness. Like, thank you. My God. Okay. I gotta keep my composure because we got work to do. But hope it helps. Hope I'm okay with self-promote, but I've got 5 scripts. Let's freaking go! Xandrew Productions, Season 4, I think. Season 4? Season 4. I want to see Season 4. Count me in if you need help, man. I'm in. Hands down. Oh my goodness. Bless your heart, Xandrew. That's the kind of stuff right there. That's the good stuff. Thank you, man. I can't praise you enough for that. On my way to Los Angeles. Yo, enjoy LA. I've been there. I've done Universal Studios Hollywood. Would highly recommend the studio tour. And check out the stuff there. And then I don't know if you're going to Disneyland. Check that out. And I mean, I'll say one thing that I can kind of, I don't know if I've ever brought on stream, but when I went to LA back in 2010, not only did I do the Universal tour, not only did I do Disneyland, but did you guys know I went to Lucasfilm? I went to Lucasfilm, visited there for the day. I didn't really get to see much. So my dad has a friend whose brother works at Lucasfilm. And this was before Disney bought Star Wars, before they bought them. So I was there, I saw the fountain, the Yoda fountain. I saw there's a beautiful statue, full size, of Willis O'Brien, animating King Kong in that facility. Someday I will show photos. In fact, I'm probably going to be showing them off in my prequel trilogy reviews. But really, really excited. So yeah, like that honestly, visiting Lucasfilm was something else. But again, huge thank you to Xandrew. I can't get over the fact that that's incredible, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, enjoy LA, Godzilla. Really enjoy it. Should the Plesiosaurus appear in Season 3? I would love that. We need more marine reptiles in Jurassic. You've been trolled, you should probably have been trolled, don't reply to this guy. So that's an old meme so funny enough, that joke in the Ready Player One episode was one of the first jokes made. One of the first things shot. Because because some of this footage stems back to like 2011. when we were doing this. Now, not necessarily doing Ready Player One, because a little behind the scenes story is that the majority of the battle footage that you have seen from that episode stem from a series I used to do called the Ontario Cosplay Wars. It was a series of gatherings like flash mobs, which were kind of hip at the time, and we had done these big cosplay battles, and we used to film them, I used to edit them, and I got about 4 of them done. But then at some point we stopped doing the events, mainly because of the expense, mainly because of how much we had to carry around. Prop-wise, we didn't have a booth. We were doing this kind of without any permits. And also safety was another thing that started to come around. So we had to stop. But there is so much footage from these that I shot that have just been collecting dust on my drives. And I said to myself, like, well, I should do something with this. And I took the footage and I've edited some of the big ones into this Ready Player One episode with pickups we did at the side. So to literally quote Ed Wood, I can make a whole movie out of this stock footage, and we just had this stuff flying around. Now, there is more that we've shot for a couple other events, but we're saving those for future episodes down the line. But that was one of the first things shot that joke had been laying on my drive for 10 years. I'm saying I'm going to get to it at some point. And I did, and I'm so happy. It took 10 years, over 10 years, but I got that in the can. It shows how awesome. Yeah, guys, go subscribe to Xandrew Productions. This stuff is awesome. By the way, Xandrew, talking to, I don't know if you ever got a hold of a guy named Spectro, but he's doing his Reviewverse history. He's going to include your stuff in there. It's awesome. But yeah, count me in on season 4. You better have Motherboard Protocol say something out of Smoky Celluloid. Dude, I'm seeing colors in this black and white movie. He's watching It's a Wonderful Life. Special is Valentine's. Well, not this one. We're doing a Christmas special. I could watch that someday. You send me the DVD or you donate to our Patreon for sure. Yes, I have heard the sad tragedy that Muppet Vision 3D is closing. I am very sad about that. I did experience Muppet Vision in Florida, but I am happy that they're moving. They're not necessarily gone forever. They're just moving house to another attraction. I think that's actually a fair middle ground. That is a fair trade. Yes. Okay, season 4. Let's go. I need to see this plot moving. The plot has thickened. Looking forward to it, Xandrew. I haven't watched any of it yet, but I'm curious to see what they do. 5 scripts, like 5 episodes. That is really impressive. Like, he's working hard. In fact, I'm going to be writing a few scripts because, fun fact, 22nd to 28th, I'm going to be gone for Christmas. I'm going to be leaving house for a week, going to a bit of a retreat, and I'm going to be taking that time to write. So there's that. Is it really that bad up here in Canada when it comes to... I mean, yeah, and especially with the tariffs that were just announced, we're petrified. We're horrified. We're scared. We already have enough going on. We don't need more. So, good lord. Wonder why Beta wasn't blue the Lixie route. She was in captivity. You could say she was basically in the like, you know the pet stores that have the dogs? Like, you know, that's sort of like that just for now. They rounded her up. Yes, in fact, Hunter, I have reviewed Twister. And I did its sequel for opening night. Good sequel, actually, this year. People already forgot it had happened. Yeah, enjoy Los Angeles, man. The Grom's Chinese Theater you have to check out, because that's where they had all the infamous movie premieres. One of the biggest screens I've ever seen in my life. Who is Lord Valdick? Is he like Gavlor's other right-hand man to cover? So, good question, David. I can kind of start revealing some of this. So, Lord Valdick is a character that we are introducing this season that is a new primary villain. Like, you know, like a new villain, new henchman, because, you know, Gavlor lost a lot during the battle. And it's a character I've been wanting to tinker with for a while, because I was thinking of this idea of, like, not only is it a matter of, like, a new villain, like a new character, or a new, with whatever, but it's also, we're going to be focusing a lot at some point on the backstory of my character and his times during those more fantasy elements is something I'm going to start tinkering with and writing because I really want to explore more of the world and the mythology and what I want to do with it. In fact, I could show right now, if you are wondering who Lord Valdick is, where did the inspiration come from? So this is going to go out to very old school collectors, about 20 years ago, 2000s kids, okay? For those 2000s kids that love Legos, can you identify this minifigure? Can you tell me who this is? Anybody in the comments can tell me right now. Tell me right now who this is. You know who this is. It's kind of out of focus, but there we go. Can you tell me who this is? This is Lord Valdic, or the Knight Valdic, from Lego Knights Kingdom 2. Not the first one, the second one. I remember the first one. But Lord Valdic was the primary villain of Lego Knights Kingdom. I have a lot of the original old sets. And I'm going to be using this as a primary source for for sort of the inspiration for Lord Valdic as a character. He's this Dark Knight. And yeah, that's sort of the idea of what we're going for. Lego Knights Kingdom and all the Lego Castle stuff is amazing. So that's sort of where we're getting inspiration from, is a lot of that stuff. I used to love a lot of the Lego Pirates and Castles, and they allowed me to tell stories and stuff, which is great. So, did Scars get more scars after the Battle of Toronto? Possibly. a couple of nicks and crannies, I guess you could say. What did RaisorBlade say to you about your idea about Land Before Time? I haven't heard anything about it. I'm curious what he thinks about it. I'm very curious. He'd probably be like, no. But I think a lot of people were like, whoa, okay, I see where you're coming from. Jack, I see you're growing a Kong-sized beard. Kind of. Again, Mother Cobra Carl is going to be making an appearance in this Christmas special. But, oddly enough, actually, AJ, did I mention I'm actually kind of friends with Alan, the guy who plays King Kong in the Monsterverse? Ever since G-Fest, him and I have shot the shit and chatted, and he's a really nice guy. I want to get him on an interview for the channel. I think that would be incredible, because Alan is such a cool dude. He is, like, low-key amazing. So if you ever want somebody to, you know, like, if y'all want me to interview the 8th wonder of the world himself with one of the many actors who are still around, let me know. I will see what I can do there. The plan is that I write up 10 scripts, do the recordings, do the editing, release these episodes once a week, then release a compilation. That's perfect. You know, like, basically do bulks. Do a big bulk, and then release them once a week. We're even thinking about doing something like that. Right now, it's more about getting to where we get to the prequel, Star Wars prequels, and then we take it from there. I think what we're going to be doing is, after the prequels, I'm still going to be producing episodes, but they're going to be very small. They're not going to be too ambitious. So, it's taken away from a lot of the big projects, but we'll have to see when we get there. Yep, Knights Kingdom. Everybody got it. Everybody guessed right. Holy smokes, a lot of people are in the chat. Spare and neuter your pets today! I love classic Knights Kingdom Pirates and Adventure. Exactly, like, they were awesome. They still are awesome. Is Lord Valdic basically like Darth Vader or the Witch King? Just sort of a Dark Knight figure. Like, you ever seen, like, movies like Quest for Camelot? You know, characters like Rooper, or was it First Knight? You know, he's a rogue knight. He's a knight that was part of a council, decided to part ways with them, and basically became his own army and started raising armies to, like, be more dictative. And Valdic takes a lot from those characters, so it's something we're writing. Now, he's a villain we have not seen yet, but him and my character go way back. Like, when I find out he's still around, I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be dead. What the hell? So there's sort of the idea of what we're doing with this character. He's not taking over for Gallaghar by any means. Gallaghar is still the primary villain. He just becomes one of his top disciples. So there's that. Would you prefer Gaw with 2 heads or 1? 1. Kong, I mean, I don't know. Just, like, I like the Kong's rivals to be simple. At this point, I'll take the Land Before Time remake. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people are actually in agreement on that. I'm surprised how many people. Like, I'll admit, if this How to Train Your Dragon remake takes off, because this is Universal capitalizing on the Disney remakes, it would not shock me if they go to Don Bluth and say, hey, can we do this? Because, and I want to be the first one there to be like, I will direct it. I will give the audience what they want. Writing one of my villains is a pain in the left butt cheek. That's a good way to put it. Well, man, if you need any help, hit me up. I can maybe, don't want to write it per se, but I can pitch some ideas to you to help better structure it and, you know, if you want to make it a little easier to follow. But let me know. Because your villains and what you do is actually really cool. I like how it's sort of a parallel. The villains very much take on par with mine, so connection. There's that. I can picture Christmas card. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna work on our Christmas card as well at some point. I gotta work on that and figure out what I'm gonna be doing for that. But that is another thing in the works right now. It may sound sick, but I want an R. You want Ralph Bashki's Land Before Time? Honestly, Ralph Bashki making a dinosaur movie actually sounds pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie, I'd watch that. Oh my goodness. Alright, could you imagine if the Jurassic franchise does an anime anthology series of Star Wars? You know what? Yeah, like, so basically Primal. Do Primal, basically. Let's see here. Oh yeah, a lot of people. Anyway, I am gonna switch over. I'm gonna watch you guys on the monitor. On my phone here. I have my phone in the chat. But I am going to get started on work because I do have to start collecting stuff. I have to start organizing a file before I start. So just follow me on this magical journey as we go through and we basically try to figure out, like, get some files here. So you'll just see me editing, but I will answer questions from time to time. So let's go. Basically, it's collecting data. I am right now going into my Christmas file. I just have to start loading it and getting that prepped for the next thing. So, yeah. Got a project underway. Popeye and Sailor Man in the public domain. I heard about that. I heard Popeye's going into public domain. Oh, so many people are going to be, like, doing stuff with that. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm either going to be excited or I'm going to hate it. Because I like Popeye to be sacred. Popeye's a little sacred to me. Once you start ruining it, I'm going to have problems. I mean, granted, Tarkovsky can finally do his Popeye movie because he doesn't have to worry about the rights, I guess. He can fund it himself. Which, yeah, I want to see that Popeye movie he was going to make. I like the Robin Williams one, though, ironically. Alright, let's see. Okay, for some reason the chat's not working here, so let me try to fix it up. It better not. Sorry to say this again. I think I would rather take an R-rated version of Jurassic Park, of Carnosaur. Yeah, I actually want a remake of Carnosaur. I think that would definitely be a really good idea for somebody to do. They just need the proper budget. They need the proper budget and they need the proper funding. Because you can technically do that. And I want to see that happen. I want to see an adaptation of that because I think that would be really damn cool if they could pull off a film like that. Alright, so let me just see what I can pull out here. So I'm just going into all my files and I'm going through and I'm just grabbing things I need for this Christmas special. Because I just finished editing the main bulk of the audio and now I'm on the second round. I'm on the gathering clips and then I'm going to render the clips and then I'm going to put them into the thing and then I can start working on them. But let me just see what I can pull out here. It's really just about like gathering data, gathering props and everything, and just getting those ready to go for this because there's a lot to talk about on this special. So at the moment, I am just currently gathering information. Let's see here. I'm gonna bring you guys closer. Hold on. Just move you guys over here. Whoop. There's the USB. I'm gonna need for the shoot. Yes, I have you guys in chat right here on my phone because that's a little easier for me to see while I work on stuff. It's ADHD. No, that's multitasking. Okay. Where to start? Okay, let's go to here. Let's see. Here's a strange idea. Carnosaur game. That would be cool. I'd be up for that. I'd be totally up for that. I'd be totally down for a Carnosaur game. Jack Black has been in so many movies, I wouldn't be surprised if he's considered a public domain character. Jack Black is public domain! That's hilarious. That's not gonna lie, that's actually really funny. So let's save that image, because that's a good title piece. So yeah. But yeah, I worked on narration, and now I'm just at the moment gonna start working on editing, and then I'm eventually gonna get to, what is it? I'm gonna get to at some point working on filming, which we're going to do soon as well. So, I've seen Skyfall. I like Skyfall and Die Another Day. Ironically, I don't know if I'm the only one who likes those, but I think those films are pretty decent. I don't mind those movies. Let me see what I can find here that would be good. Oh, that's a nice piece of artwork, but that would not really work because of the fonting. Anyway, yeah, so we're just taking time today to assemble some stuff for this particular episode because there's a lot to go through. Okay, you know what? I kind of like that art. That might be the one. I'm also looking for stuff for the title card, basically. Let's see in the comments. Which of the upcoming movies are you going to watch in the final month of 2024? None! There is one other movie that I want to see this year. In fact, I think it comes out next week. But that's all. Okay. I want to see the Lord of the Rings movie coming out. That, because it's essentially Peter Jackson. It's the anime company, I think, behind Ghost in the Shell. I want to see that. That looks absolutely phenomenal. That is my Middle-earth, not that Amazon crap. I'm sorry. That Amazon show is awful. I refuse to watch it. I have heard nothing but utter crap from it. But again, let's try to find what we need here. Oh, that's not too... Oh, actually, okay, I kind of like that artwork. That's not bad. That's not bad artwork. Again, just finding illustrations, clips, pieces we need, is sort of what we're going for right now in terms of what this project entails. So, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, War of the Rohirrim. That I'm looking forward to. I love the marketing they're doing by using clips from the film saying, "The horn of Helm Hamaham shall sound in the deep one last time." Yes! Oh, that looks great. You know, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's gonna be bad." Like, no, I want to see it. I want to see what they do with this because it looked like it's the good Lord of the Rings, that I really want to see. Let's see here. Lord of the Rings and Sonic 3 are my hype. Yeah. Nobody cares about Lion King. If you saw Sean's video from G-Fest when we all... So, fun fact, funny story. At the screening of Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire at G-Fest, they had the trailer for the Lion King play. Nobody liked it. Nobody wanted to see that. Everybody was booing. And at the very end, I just said, no one cares, Disney. No one frickin' cares. And that got I was like riff tracking that because I'm like, hell no to that entire project. That looks awful. I'm coloring a sketch of Team Rocket getting attacked by a flock of pteranodons. That's awesome! You know what? You should talk to Inuyasha Dinosaur 101. I think you guys would have some really cool things to talk about in regards to animes meeting Jurassic Park, is all I will say. Okay, I kind of like that. Like, again, I'm just right now just collecting information because there is a lot I need to talk about with the certain special I'm working on. But let's see here. I will give you guys some hints of what this movie is for our Christmas special. It came out in the 90s, has a big cast in it, but was also produced here in Canada, is all I will say. Those are your 3 hints. But let me just see what else I can work on here. If there's any kind of, like, behind-the-scenes stuff, or... Oh, that background's actually really nice. I'm actually gonna keep that. That's beautiful. That's a nice piece. There's okay, wow, someone just uploaded all the backgrounds from it. Interesting. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's really cool, actually. Dobson, we got Dobson here. See, nobody cares. There's already. Oh wait, no, I have this comment up. I am so sorry. I should take that comment out. There we go. Anyways, let's go through what we need to find here. Again, I'm just collecting data that I need for this episode. There's already a Terminator anime. I do need to watch that, actually. That is actually something I need to get a hold of. I need to watch it. I know it's on Netflix, right? I do need to watch that because I have heard it is surprisingly good. I know. Like, what were the reviews of it? I heard one person say it was good. Let's see here. Ever heard of the Transformers animated Megatron? He's scary like Heath Ledger. I kind of remember it, but I never watched it. Okay, so Seg04, I think I'm pronouncing it right. Just to answer your question about what he was saying before he died, the scientist guy, Dr. Nedry, as we call him. He basically, because I used to tell him, I don't know if Nedry was your uncle or your dad, Dr. Newman, but he was more competent. And then he says, my dad needed that $40 million to help my Uncle Newman. So basically, or $7 million, I think. It was $7 million. So basically what we establish is that Newman in Jurassic Park got the $7 million from Dachshund to basically use that to pay for the medical bills for his uncle, for Dr. Nedry, the guy in our show's Uncle Newman. So we established that Newman and Nedry are actually they're brothers. They're twin brothers. There's Newman and there's Nedry. I just wanted to connect Seinfeld to Jurassic Park because I thought that was funny. So there's the joke there. Fun fact, David. Yeah, I know he did voice Optimus, but I prefer his Megatron. But anyway, I just want to let you know that's the joke. That's the joke, and it's like, it's so obscure to connect Seinfeld to Jurassic Park. I don't care. I just thought it was really damn funny. So let's see here. I need to get some stuff here for this episode. I don't know how long the stream's gonna go. We're probably gonna go for a little bit. But also, again, huge thank you to Xandrew for that super chat. That really helps us out, man. You have no idea. Now, I wanted to ask you guys this too in the chat. So I have a video that I put together today, a very simple video, because I know a lot of people have been telling me that some of my episodes are a little long, and especially with Dominion. And a couple of my friends and people I've talked to have said, you should take segments, the highlighted segments, and condense them down into 5 to 6 minute videos. And I'm like, not a bad idea. Now, I want to do a test run on it to see how it does with the algorithm. And there's one in particular, the first one I put in, that it could be considered a little controversial because if you guys remember, spoilers for those who have not seen my Dominion review, I had brought up through research that Kathleen Kennedy was partially responsible for that trilogy also failing. And because she also kind of fumbled with Star Wars. Now, I know it is a very political thing to bash Kathleen Kennedy on YouTube. And if you've seen enough of those thumbnails, in fact, the thumbnail I came up with kind of satirizes that. I am in no way interested in that type of content. I am in no way, really endorsing it or anything. But one of the things I thought about is to basically capitalize on that genre. So it would basically just be me spewing facts about, and the title would be called "How Kathleen Kennedy Ruined Jurassic World 2," like TOO. But I don't know if that would be too controversial. I don't know if that would suddenly make people think, did Jack just go right wing? I'm like, hell no. I'm literally just capitalizing on that genre, just for very satirical purposes. But I need to know from you guys. Do you guys would be okay with that? Would you guys be okay with that, knowing that the context is this is part of a much bigger retrospective that more is about the film? I just wanted to bring this up. Plus, on top of that, there are some plot points in there that I'm gonna have later. I'm gonna have later in my show. Again, I can't say, but if you guys think that would be okay, then let me know. But again, it is not meant to be like those content creators. Like, it's not meant to be like Geeks and Gamers, The Quartering, like where that just becomes their brand. It is very much almost satirical. Let me know if you guys want me to release that, and if the mass vote says yes, then I'll put it out tomorrow, because it's really just testing the algorithm to see if that works. And it's not something I ever want to really make a top priority with my channel. I do not like politics. I'm very apolitical. I do not like drama. This is just me basically testing the algorithm to say, would this work? Would this work just as a test? Basically. So let me know. And if that turns out well, then I'll put out more of those type of videos that are like, not with that topic, but just taking the big episodes and taking segments and condensing them into one video. Just an idea. I know Movie Bob does that with his videos, where he'll take a segment and he'll make it one video, but yeah, I don't like getting all that drama. I think that does kill your channel. So it would be basically a one-shot experiment. Let me know if you guys think, let's see, who won a fight, your character or Deadpool? I'm gonna give my money into Deadpool. I think it just in terms of snarky remarks. Basically. The monsters are officially gonna talk to my Godzilla fan film. Oh! Okay! Alright, that's interesting. Politics are just blah. Yeah, they are blah. It's not really about feeding that, it's really about just feeding the algorithm. No, you didn't come in late, man. You're all good. Mr. Plank. Let's see, Mr. Plinkett, I think you were on Rampage and bought up a lot of stuff. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, Mr. Bootleg Plinkett is just my buddy Thomas spewing the Plinkett lines, and I just think it's honestly hilarious just how random it is, so. You did not come in late. Let's see here. I agree with Jack. I don't like talking about those stuff. I just want to stick to fun and creative videos. And that's the point, Star Master, is that it's not meant to be anything where I'm siding, like I'm picking a side. It's really just, hey, this is a hot topic. This boosts the algorithm. Let's run a test. Let's see if this works. And it's going to be a one-shot deal. It's just a matter of, let me capitalize on something. You know, like, you might as well. So there's just the honesty about it. So I know it could raise a few eyebrows, but I know there is no ill will intention. It is just, my intention is just to boost the algorithm. What are your thoughts on the Kaijuzilla 21? Have I watched it fully? I can't remember if I have. The Pteranodons would probably win. Corey Burton voiced Megatron in Transformers Animated. Oh, nice. Cool. Let's see here. Star Wars or Star Trek? I'm Star Wars. I'm hands down Star Wars. I am Star Wars hands down. Let's see here. Let me go to... Just trying to get, like, good pictures of these guys, because I need to use these for my, my videos. Let's see here. Where can I find a good still of this guy? Okay, that works. That works. Oh, it's a WEP file. I don't like that. Let's try this one. That'll do fine. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Any plans for next year? We're already working out plans for productions. I haven't organized them yet, but I have some ideas of what I want to do. in terms of structure, in terms of stuff. The main thing is after Star Wars, I'm going to be taking a year off and focusing more so on rebuilding my lifestyle, because a lot of changes have been made since COVID, and I haven't really fully adapted to it yet. Let's see here. But yeah, we're probably gonna start shooting the Christmas special probably tomorrow, I would say. That's probably what we're gonna be doing around that time. Let's see here. That one's not too bad. Actually, that's a good one. I like that one. That one's good. Okay. That's in that. Should bury Mufasa before it's dead. That'd be funny. How will Injuns Pteranodons beat Team Rocket? They just claw the hell out of their balloons, I imagine. Do we still blame Trevorrow for the retconning of the Barbasol? Possibly. I feel like that was probably a studio note for nostalgia reasons, is why they probably went ahead and did that. But honestly, I don't know. Colin tried. I think there was just a lot of things that and eventually came beyond his control to do. So I think that's where it ultimately started to fall apart. Yeah, money, really. I don't know, Spectro. By the way, guys, also update, just finished covering IndiFan's Lore Season 1 for the review retrospective. Guys, go subscribe to Spectro. He's doing an amazing retrospective of the review reverse from ABGN up to us. And he's got his finale coming out. I am so excited. That is where we come in. And I'm really excited to see his take on it. I think it's going to be very, very spectacular. Call me interested immensely. I'm looking forward to that, man. Like, that's going to be amazing. And yeah, definitely keep conversation in the chat, guys. Let's see here. It's really just about collecting things I need here. I like that image. That's a good image. Because eventually I'm going to start working on the I'm going to start working on the video. I have a question. I don't know if anybody would know this about live streams. Is classical music in public domain? Because I will say we might be using a little bit of it in this review. So something that we're considering. Just collecting data. I am really going to defy this grave for money. Of course I am. Yeah, that's the thing. It would not shock me if they found a way to get James Earl Jones into this spinoff, which we're all not going to be looking forward to. That just feels like such a, I'm not going to lie, pretty disgust little thing. It's like, just let the man be. It's the same thing with Darth Vader. I mean, I guess because he signed his, he signed a contract with them that any time they use the AI voice in his will, it would go to his family, which is commendable. But I don't know, just there's something about that I'm not sure. Hey, Lightpost Films, good to see you. Really good to see you, Mr. Dino Oh, okay. I thought it was Dino Diego there for a sec, like the actual Dino Diego. I can't remember. Good one, Spectral. I'll say here. You really. Again, Toon King, I'm just going to let you know right now, that's the kind of stuff I do not like to discuss on my channel. I'm all about joy and happiness. I am not a fan of real-world shit in terms of content. So, please refrain from asking those questions. If you want a really good answer for that, there's a guy on TikTok who, I think he cosplays Count Dooku. He's got a better perspective of that, and I've talked to many people about that because even I have my own fears, and they said, we should be fine. We should be fine. There's a saying in By the Sword. Big word, small dick. is what a lot of these guys are doing right now. Let's see here. AI voices just feel really scary to me. Well, that I will say this too. The Christmas, some stuff going in the future. We will be discussing it because even I have my gripes with AI. But I mean, it's funny because I know that the nerd just did a video on that. He just did a video on AI, the new nerd episode, which you guys should check out because it ends with a cliffhanger with the return of a very prominent nerd character, which I am so excited for. I really want to see how that comes out. No, it's more so an editing stream because I'm probably gonna wrap it up at around 6 o'clock. But yeah, it's gonna be simple today. Might come in later on, but we do want to come back to this. So we definitely want to go back to doing basic weekly streams for you guys because I know you guys enjoy them immensely. I think I've gathered enough there, so I'm gonna start rendering them. I'm gonna start taking this data and putting it into the thing. Let's see what we can do here. That going there. I have not seen Wicked. I'm actually going to be going to see it with Honey Bear. I think tomorrow night. Actually, we're going to go see it. We're going to go see that. I actually do want to see that. I've heard it's really good, and I've never seen the musical. I have a question. Your Turtles Forever review, like not opening night, but actual review. I mean, possibly. I mean, again. The top tier on Patreon is a skit review, but you gotta chill out a little bit for that because that takes a lot of time out of me. But yeah, if you go on my Patreon and you put in the top tier, then yeah, possibly I could probably get a review for you on that. I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I've only seen it a few times, but just in the few times I've seen it, it's incredible. It's absolutely stellar. That movie did so much technical achievements and imagination. Yeah, I went to Burger King, by the way, Luke. I did go to Burger King. It's Whopper Wednesday. We have a thing called Whopper Wednesday where like Whoppers are like very cheap. So I got a Whopper with cheese, combo fries, and then oh shoot! All right, super chat. Thank you so much. That's 10 pounds. I can't read the math on economics, but. Wow, Lance, thank you so much. Oh my god. Can we get to 100 at the end of the stream? Ooh, that'd be amazing. But, Lance Darkwater says, what was the most frustrating game that you have ever played? Oh, I've got a few. For me, it was games like Shark Tale. I fucking hated that game. That game was awful. I would say there were a couple of Game Boy games. The Lord of the Rings games on Game Boy were bad. Fellowship of the Ring on all platforms when that came out was a disaster. Now that's only because Warner Brothers did not have the license to the games yet. They didn't. EA didn't get the license. So Fellowship and the Hobbit were done by a different company, and they were absolute trash games. It wasn't until, oddly enough, EA got the rights that then they produced the Two Towers, which is hard as hell to play, but Return of the King is a great game. I'm going to be honest, part of me wants to get back into gaming again. I just need the proper computer power for it. I need the proper streaming computer power for it. That's one of the reasons why I've had so much lag in gaming that I need to get proper stuff for it. So, yeah, once I get that figured out, which I'm probably going to be looking at during Christmas and the holidays, I want to get more RAM, and I also want to, I'm actually thinking about getting a double monitor, which would be great for streaming. So yeah, that will probably be at some point. But thank you so much, Lance, for that 10 pounds, I believe it is. I can't remember if it's 10 pounds, but really appreciate that, man. Guys, if we could get up to 100, like in super chats, I would be so happy. But bless all of you guys, Lance and Xandrew, you guys rock. You guys are awesome. All right. If Carl Denham was charged for his crimes, how long do you think it says? Oh, he'd get life. He'd get life. He was indicted. If you watch Son of Kong, that man got indicted by the grand jury. That man's going to jail. Okay? He is going to prison. I mean, actually, you know what? Light Post Films could tell you otherwise. He did a review of my movie, Plug Into You, man. He did a review of my Kong remake. Go check it out. He had a sin/crime counter for all of Denham's crimes. And that was one of the funniest jokes in his review. Guys, go check out Light Post Films. He's currently working on the new season, which will tie into our Star Wars prequels. Go check him out. Give him some love. Go subscribe. Go support him. He'd really appreciate that. If Newt from Pacific Rim became a villain for MonsterVerse, can I be honest? I have a confession to make. I've tried so hard watching Pacific Rim. I can't really get into it. Isn't that shocking? But I'll say this. Actually, a fun fact. Did you guys know Alana's in Pacific Rim? I'm not kidding. So, Alana, who plays Android 18 on our show, she actually is an actress. She works in the film industry at times. And she does a couple prominent work, but believe it or not, she's in Pacific Rim. She's also in the remake of Total Recall. Now, granted, it's mostly extra work, but if you kind of look around, you might be able to find her. But she's been in a few productions here in Toronto, and obviously she's amazing. But yeah, the fact she's in Pacific Rim, like, that's awesome. 18 was already tackling kaijus before Godzilla showed up. That's incredible. Let's see here. Plan to get those McDonald's Jurassic Park. Yeah, that is actually my goal. I got the first cup. I got the Triceratops cup. Now I want to get the rest. Me and Honeybear, we have this sort of obsession with we have an obsession with collecting old Happy Meal stuff. And we've been getting all the collector's cups from Star Wars, from the special edition and Phantom Menace. Now we want to get all the Jurassic Park cups. So, there's that. You think, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Toontown Murder Mystery in a future episodes of a review cartoon show? Just asking. Not me. I would probably leave that to somebody else. You and the others should condemn the Mufasa movie by its cover. Okay, so let me see what the reviews say. Maybe if you guys want me to review it, I'll go do it, and I'll go see it, and I'll just give you guys the big angry review. I'm glad you guys liked the anger in my review of Dominion, because, you know, man, it had been a while since I tackled a bad movie, to a degree. Like, Dominion I still think is entertaining, but it has a lot of problems. Thoughts on Nickelodeon Hotel that used to be at Orlando? Never experienced it. What are you going to screen G-Fest next year? I mean, I would love to screen something. In fact, that's another thing I got to work on. I got to get my G-Fest vlog done. I am so overdue because I've just been so busy with other projects. You know, at some point I will get to that. Yeah, Alana is in Pacific Rim. Fun fact, reindeer males antlers from the whale. Really? That's interesting. Don't be singing old songs in Wicked. Let people listen to... I mean, I don't know enough. I've never seen the musical, so I don't know enough, so it's going to be a new experience for me. This Friday, I'm seeing Moana 2. It'll be a blockbuster fail. Well, watch RaisorBlade's review, because I watched it on my ride here. It was insane. Oh, my God. More super chats. Oh, we are getting close. Oh, man. Check out the trailer and film for 2023 Perfect Days. Japanese film by Wim Wenders, a story of a man who cleans designer public bathrooms in Tokyo. Is it okay? Context? Can you please tell me this is safe for work? Please tell me this is safe for work. You know what? Let me just quickly take a little peek at what you guys are what this is, because I am scared. If I don't know the film, if I don't know the sound of it, I am very concerned. But a huge thanks to Gerald for that super chat. Perfect Days. Let's see what you got here. This is a Japanese film. Again, I don't know about copyright. I'm gonna have to skim through it. But let's see what this is about. Let me just see what the comments say on it. Because again, I don't want to fall into something like it. Perhaps many people miss this connection to Tree. Okay. Oh, it's one of those trippy films. Okay. So I'll have to skim through it because I don't want to get copyrighted. So, okay, let me take a look here. Let me just type copyright down. There's like an ad playing right now, but we'll watch it, all right? We'll give it a little watch. Just give me a sec, guys. Now hang on, I just want to see here what, is he live right now? Okay, by the way, I think this is a actual live stream? Okay, this is a recorded thing, okay. Alright, yes, so he's not live, because I think Deadwing Dork is live, but he's not showing anything. Okay, so I'm just gonna get the speed going on this, and so that way it, like, evades copyright. So Link put you guys on here. Stop screen, stop sharing. And we're just gonna go share screen. Okay, so this is perfect days, right? Alright, can you guys see this? Just make sure we got this handy. Okay, I think this will be enough. This will cover the copyright, hopefully. But let's see what this entails. And we're going to see what this movie's about. So let me just also keep the music on. So again, it also avoids copyright to a degree. But let's see what you got going here, all right? So this is the trailer. So just by Gerald Lang on Perfect Days. Again, I'm speeding it up with copyright to just like kind of avoid getting claimed. That is actually a beautiful shot of Tokyo. That's beautiful. I need to go to Japan at some point. I've heard from friends, Japan is good to visit, not to stay at. And I think that's some good advice. Again, the cinematography is amazing on this. Like, that's really good. That's great shooting there. Some are connected. Some are not. These shots are gorgeous. First and foremost, I will say, the shots are incredible.
And then later, when it gets dark, we go home.
Okay. What'd you say this movie was about? Japanese film, Australian man who cleans designer public bathroom. But what does he do? Like, what's his goal? What's his purpose in the story? That is what I wonder.
Just a perfect day.
Is this a short film?
Feed animals.
Wait, hang on. What happened to that?
Feed animals.
Okay, that's actually a creative shot. That's really good. I wonder. Okay, I'm actually curious how they did that. That's a really good transition. No, next time. Okay, so this is probably about like making sure his daughter, like he wants to, he's working a lot to fund for his daughter, but his daughter wants him to spend time with him. Oh, that old gag. Next time is next time. Now. That's a great line. Next time is next time, now is now. You know, when you see an opportunity, you grab it. It's such a perfect day. That's actually kind of cute. He's a guy who just works a lot, doesn't have time with his family. Oh, that actually sounds sweet. Hanging on. Wow, he really pushes a lot away just to raise his fan. Wow. Or is this his niece? Okay. That's actually cool. This is The Pursuit of Happiness, the Japanese remake. Okay. Alright. That's interesting. Alright, that's a very interesting looking film. Very thank you, Jared Ladd, for that. That sounds really, really sweet. Guys, the super chats have been on fire today. This is insane. Like, I'm about ready to tear up. Like, I remember, I think it was Issac. I think it was. He donated like 200 in chat. And that was the sweetest thing. And I was so grateful that I did a review of Iron Man for him. Like, that's top tier. That's ballsy. So, anybody in super chats, Jared Lang, Lance, Xandrew, y'all are awesome. Really appreciate the help, guys. That's awesome. But that looks great. Beautiful day in Tokyo until Godzilla appears. Exactly. The pursuit of happiness. Oh my God, it's Godzilla! Run for your life. But man, that actually looked like a cute little film. I'd watch that. What terrible movies did you watch while you used to be in school? Oh, what was, I'll say one. Most people would say, yo, that's not a bad movie, but I remember watching it saying, oh, this is ass. I hated Armageddon. We had to watch that in science class. Hated that film. Absolutely hated it. It was awful. You answered half my question. I said if Utum and Shredder became a good host body for Gabbler, they were basically the same kind of evil fusion. I mean, I imagine Gabbler would basically win that fight in the struggle with that body. So, yeah, I would say that, David. Worst song you ever heard? Well, I can tell you one of the worst songs of this year. I absolutely hated, and this is a shame. I hated Katy Perry's new album, her new song. Cringe. Absolute cringe. Absolutely terrible. I like Katy Perry. I like her music, but that sucked. Me Who Sat Through Happily Ever After. Wait, the Snow White sequel that was done by the guys who did He-Man? Huh. What's your favorite, I know who that is, I can't pronounce his name, but, I've only seen, I can't remember exactly. Me Who Sat Through the Unholy Purple Monstrosity. Oh boy. Wait! Hold up! When did you watch that, Lightpost? When did you watch that? Because I ironically like that film. It's no Disney sequel, but I thought it was pretty entertaining. Malcolm McDowell is just having a blast in that role. I'm actually, I'm glad the movie's kind of getting some more recognition, which is interesting. It's a kind of an obscure film. Actually, well, I'll say this. I mean, you know this, Lightpost, but most don't. Another hint to my Christmas special. It's an obscure film. Very obscure animated film. Hi, Huey Tumor! Good to see you! Guys, go subscribe to Huey Tumor. He's got new episodes in the works. He's just waiting on a couple of things, but he's back. Go check out his review of the new Super Friends video. You might see a little cameo. Because my friend Dean is a sadistic mind and sat through the movie with me. And you're not, of all people who have shown me some pretty fucked up movies, of all people, you're of the same cloth. Did you know that Walt originally wanted to use real animals in Jungle Cruise before going to animation? Yeah, good luck taking care of that, Walt. That would have bankrupted you right then and there. If you would make a Lion King fan film, I would use stop motion. Oh, that'd be cool. Watch, yeah. I don't use it anymore. In fact, if you guys have seen my Dominion review, first of all, you might notice a brand new end title card, but also, there's, no more Twitter handle. I've officially quit Twitter. Feels good. I'm like 3 weeks in. Feels really good, honestly. Seal Animations video. I have not seen that. Top 5 dinosaur movies. Good question, son of movie king, nerd king. Jurassic Park, the original King Kong, Land Before Time, 1 Million Years BC. What is that, 4? Dang, I can't think of another good one. You guys decide in the comments what's the 5th best dinosaur movie. Was the Iron Cobra in the battle? No. They were reserved in Pride Land if they tried to come in here. I guess I can put that to bed. So you're telling me that there's a chance that Gallaghar could use Shredder as a host buddy if I reviewed it. So when it comes to Patreon sponsors, it's more or less reviewing the topic and not story decisions is the only thing. Story decisions I reserve for myself, but reviews, the choice is the latter. Wow, there you go, Xandrew. Script number 6 is done. Man, I gotta catch up. But, guys, again, go check out Xandrew Productions. Go support him. Go help him out. Very much tied to the review reverse. And then on top of that, his super chat. That goes a long way, man. Everybody in super chat who has donated, I really appreciate it, guys. Absolutely incredible. Have you checked out the classic Gary Anderson Super Marination TV show? I know about Thunderbirds. I know about Captain Scarlet. I love that stuff. Stuff's awesome. Team America, do you think you should do a Jurassic Legacy review of Dinosaurus? Not the Legacy reviews, but a BigJackFilms review? That would be possible. I would definitely, again, that would be a good Patreon sponsor episode. Hey, yeah, there you go. You guys have worked together a few times. Are you into Star Wars? I am. Ricardo, who I love the profile. It looks like something out of Phil Collins' Land of Confusion. Yeah, I am working on the prequels right now, and working on them as well, simultaneously. So, now that's what I love. Now that Jurassic Park is done, I can go right into Star Wars without a beat. So, I'm also hoping we get a trailer for, the new Rebirth movie this week. Return to Oz will be on the schedule, because I know you and I had talked about it, Huey, at some point. I just have to find time for it. I know it'll probably be post Star Wars prequels. It'll be post that. It'll be after that, and how I can fit in the schedule, and do all that. But that's probably going to happen as well. I'm already writing down what I want to do. I mean, I thought about doing a Harryhausen-thon, probably like the Sinbad trilogy at some point. Not now, not next year, not in a few years, just whenever I feel like it. But this one is probably going to be next if I do a Harryhausen movie. Valley of Guanji. That could be another Patreon sponsor request. Like, there are, honestly, guys, the way you can make these episodes happen faster is by not just supporting my Patreon, but going to that tier. Going to that Patreon tier, where it is a Big Jack Films review you're choosing. So whether it be The Valley of Guanji, Turtles Forever, films of Dinosaurus, if you go to my Patreon, they'll be sponsor reviews, and your contributions keep the lights on, basically. So yeah, that would be tier. That would be amazing. So there's that. That movie is bonkers. Yeah, Return to Oz is bonkers. And I love it. If I've seen the fan art of the Lion King characters as dinosaurs, there's a lot of them. I'll have to check out your... do you have DeviantArt? It's probably on DeviantArt, but if you have, link me. I'll have to check it out. Beast from 20,000. I could probably cover that at some point. I mean, it's one of those films that, out of all of Harryhausen's work, like, I've seen probably one of the least. I've seen a lot of... Like, the ones I've seen the most is 1 Million Years BC, Valley of Guanji. I've seen the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. Those are the ones I've seen the most. But I've seen the ones I've seen the least, which I've seen them, but I had the least experience, is 20,000 Phantoms, Jason the Argonauts, the original Clash of the Titans, which I all love. Don't get me wrong, I love them all. But those are the ones I've seen the least. I'm very much into Harryhausen's dinosaur films. I mean, I would even say The Animal World, which was by Willis O'Brien, I count as a Harryhausen film because, he had huge contributing factors to that. Because I have his book. Ray Harryhausen, The Animated Life, which is a great book. But, Eye of the Tiger, you know what's funny? I've seen segments of that. I don't think I've fully watched it. I haven't had time. But if I ever did a Harryhausen-thon, which would require a lot of funding, I could probably pull that off. That'd be a huge Patreon sponsor. Oz the Great and Powerful sucks. I haven't seen it since it came out in theaters, so maybe my opinion has changed since my review. That review's old. Would I ever re-review some of my old content? Probably not, like, except Kong, like the 3-man Kong movies. But I have no desire to ever go back and re-review those films. Unless it's like, I get a Blu-ray of it or something of like a new thing. But yeah, so there's that. Anyway, let's see how we are doing with content here. So let me just go and I'm gonna go in and start rendering some of these and getting these all organized for reviewing. So, because I'm gonna start editing a lot of stuff, and then I go into I'm gonna start editing a ton, and then I go into I gotta also probably film my Christmas card tonight. So we're probably gonna wrap this up around 6 o'clock. This is a good Q&A too. This is also actually a good discussion stream. This is just something I wanted to do. Let's see. But yeah, so dinosaur TV show I grew up is Land of the Lost. That's a good series, actually. I didn't mind Land. I like the movie. I didn't mind the movie, the Will Ferrell film. That actually wasn't too bad. You know, somebody who was like starving for dinosaur content during the 15-year gap for Jurassic Park 4. That was Land of the Lost did it okay. Like, think about it. All we had during that break in between 2001 to 2015, we only had a few good, decent theatrical dinosaur flicks. We had, in that time period, Peter Jackson's King Kong. We had Land of the Lost. And we had Journey to the Center of the Earth. That's all we had for like 15 years in terms of official dinosaur flicks. Everything else was those crappy asylum direct-to-video films. But we never had proper like big budget dinosaur movies. They kind of died for a bit. The genre died for a while. It almost went extinct. And then Jurassic World comes in and says, no, dinosaurs are still cool. I'm like, yep. They're still awesome. What was that Oz movie again? The one with Martin Short as the villain? I don't remember. Which one was that one? I don't remember that one. Will Ferrell movie is like Voldemort, the original series fans grew up with, not much in this film. I mean, am I the only one who liked it? I mean, like, definitely it takes the show and makes it one of those Seth Rogen stoner comedies. Which I think was the main given. But I didn't think it was bad. I thought the dinosaur stuff was great. Don't know about the comedy. I don't know if the comedy's held. Oh, God! Oh, God, that piece of shit. Oh. Talk about a movie we do not talk about at all in the Land of Oz. A lot of people are on an Oz kick right now. You know, in hindsight, I'm kind of happy I saw that re-release of the original, like, earlier this year. And I find it, actually, you know what? I think releasing Wicked this time of year was perfect on the 85th anniversary of the original. Honestly, props to the filmmakers for that idea. Wait, what? Hold on. Oh yeah, that animated Oz movie. That really money laundering for Legends of Oz: Dorothy's Return. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. So basically, you're telling me there's still a chance that the reviews are good enough. Again, if you donate to the Patreon, you're getting the review only. You do not get story decisions. Because that's the only thing. I mean, I'm very much a person who tries to have a bit of creative control. I'm a little bit of a George Lucas, so yeah. So there's that. It's a possibility, but I don't know if it would be in that review. If I ever were to bring back Shredder, it would be in that. It would be. I could do that, but I don't know if I'm going to do it right now. Concerning your love for the Big Ape movies, I'm surprised you're yet to review the Bigfoot movie. Well, I know there's a Asylum ripoff that I think has Alex Cooper in it, and that's on the list because I have plans at some point with the Asylum. Is all I'll say. Nothing written. The Wiz with Michael J. I heard that was decent. I heard people like that one. Although I will never, ever forget in the riff tracks of the Star Wars Holiday Special when there's an ad for the Wiz. It's like, the Wiz is forgetful, unimaginative, outdated. And it's like, it's full of love. It's written by the director of Batman and Robin. Which is true. The Wiz, the movie, was written by Joel Schumacher. Which is hilarious to me. So it's written by the director of Batman and Robin. Oh man, yeah, so that's all I know about The Wiz. I haven't fully watched it, but that's funny. In case you make a decision, I mean, again, can't say. Yeah, everybody's on a Wizard of Oz kick, which is interesting. I guess I'm very much a mediocre fan. But yeah. And watch Land of the Lost. I need to get I need to get a DVD copy of it. See, I'm getting back a little bit into physical media. So I definitely need to take some time to do that. Oh, what's this? Legend of Bobby Creek. What's that? I love Harry and the Hendersons. That movie's awesome. That's a great film. That's Rick Baker at peak, honestly. Do you hate Disney sequels like Tarzan 2? Yeah, Tarzan 2 sucked. What a waste of George Carlin. And Phil Collins. If I were to rank the worst ones that they did, Hunchback 2 hands down is the worst fucking direct-to-video film Disney did. Honestly, for a while, it was the worst Disney thing ever. But then Cruella topped that. How do you do that? How do you top Hunchback 2? But, I hated Hunchback 2. If not that, Cinderella 2 sucked. Minus the third story, but that sucked. Milo's Return sucked. Tarzan 2 sucked. There was another film that, like, there's a couple of those I didn't like. Mostly for their cheapness. Belle's Magical World sucked. That was awful. There were some bad ones. I will say that. Not George Carlin. Yes, George Carlin. In Tarzan 2, he's in that. His last bit of work was Tarzan 2 and Cars 2. George, what were you thinking? I remember watching a film with Sam Elliott called The Man Who Killed That, and then The Bigfoot. Okay, I need to look up what this movie is, because this sounds incredible. I think I skipped that one. I never saw that one, but I heard, actually, it's good. Hunchback 2 is the 1.5 being the best. Okay, it's the funniest. I'll say it is probably the most consistently funny. My favorite's always going to be Cinderella 3. Part of me wants to cover that. Part of me wants to review it because it gets all the recognition it deserves. That is the bet. That was peak direct-to-video Disney for me. I loved it. Love Cinderella 3. That is the best one in answer to your question. I love Enchanted Christmas. I know people hate it, but you know what? Tim Curry knocked it a peg where it was watchable. And also I find out that freaking Paul Rubens, Pee-wee, was Fife. I didn't know that. I was like, yes! Pee-wee Herman and Tim Curry together at last. Great film. Grasshopper God. Oh, hey, you know what's funny? We kind of want to bring in the Grasshopper God. We want to bring more of that in. Milo's Return was actually a canceled TV show. It was going to be featured as and you wouldn't believe who was going to be featured as a villain later on. Who was it going to be? I'm actually curious. No way! Wait, hold up. So it was going to be a crossover. They were going to connect them. So wait. You mean to tell me that the cancellation of that show, not making it a movie where, like, listen, here's an example of where you could have gone all Moana 2 on this. Yeah, we had a TV show, but you know what? Let's up the budget to make it a movie. They could have upped the budget. They could have made it look amazing. And had that been the tie-in, do you know how many people at that point would have turned to Disney and said, y'all need to make a Gargoyles movie now? You mean to tell me that cancellation deprived us of a Gargoyles movie? Bastards! Filthy bastards! Oh, man! That sucks! Oh, that is horrible. Now I hate it even more! Classic Charles Ormond dinosaur works in the modern film despite being outdated. I love those designs. Those are still, like, listen, I'm a retrosaur. So, yeah. Tim Curry's excellent. Okay, Gerald. Go watch my review of Legend that I did 5 years ago. That was for its 35th anniversary. Yeah. Wow. Hubie Tumor dropped the bomb there. Holy shit. I did not know that was a thing. Wow. Well, that's the thing. Well, actually, speaking of crossovers that did get off the ground, James, one of my favorite episodes of Hercules the Animated Series was Hercules and the Arabian Night, which was a crossover with Aladdin. And that was incredible. I love that episode. Not only is it a great episode, but it really, honestly, it kind of wrapped up the Aladdin series for me. It really did. And for me, that was like a really good Batman v Superman in a way. That was a better Batman v Superman. Kind of the same premise. They made the two characters fight. And I loved that episode. That was the peak of the Hercules show. In fact, that's all I remember about that show, was that. So that's insane. So at least, like, we got something. It's funny how there's all this. Somebody should do a video on that. The pre-Kingdom Hearts Disney crossovers. There's something interesting. Do all the Disney crossovers pre-Kingdom Hearts. That would be amazing. Also, I heard rumors. Isn't there supposed to be a Kingdom Hearts movie in the works right now? I heard something about that. When's one hot take that nobody will agree with you on? Ooh, that's a toughie. I like Joker too. There's a hot take. I liked the Felix the Cat movie. I like the Tom and Jerry movie, not the new one, the old one. There's some hot takes. Yeah, just Disney has some shady, dumb decisions. Let me be clear. Milo's Return is compromised if there are 3 episodes of the series that was never picked up. They were animated, but so they were pilots. They were pilot episodes, basically. Yeah, that was in Return of Jafar. Return of Jafar, and I think the animated series. That was Dan Castellaneta. But he was no Robin. Yeah, people hate it. I liked it. I feel like I'm one of the only few people who liked it. Let's see here. You were funny when you reviewed those King Kong fan films. Yeah, I definitely want to do another round because I know there's been many fan films since. It's just about finding time. Yes, Huey, 2 more. That is another good one. Simba's Pride was probably the first peak great direct-to-video sequel. It's that and Cinderella 3 for me. Those are the top 2. Those movies rocked. I'm going to be honest. I know some of you in the comments are probably going to say, what about an extremely goofy movie? Would you believe I've never fully watched that film? I've seen clips of it, but I skipped past that. And looking at the problems with it, there are 2 problems with it that I already am realizing if I ever watch this, I'm going to say there's 2 things where I'm like, uh-oh, we're in trouble. Is 2 big things. One, the ESPN buyout that Disney did and plastering that all over the film, the product placement is ridiculous. And second of all, and I'm like every other fan, where the fuck is Roxanne? How do you completely screw the pooch with that? How do you completely not have her in this? Not even establish anything. Don't establish a breakup. Don't establish she's with him. None of that. How do you not continue that? A story that fans and viewers were really reactive to in the first film. The fact that you skip by that really important plot point, I think that pissed a lot of people off. In fact, it turned me away from watching that. When I found out she's not in the sequel, I'm like, oh, fuck this. I was invested in that. I liked their chemistry. How dare you not continue that? Man, I'm gonna just say this. Okay, y'all remember, remember the Flintstone specials like A Yabba Dabba Doo and, what was the other one? A Yabba Dabba Doo, and there was the one where Pebbles and Badman, I think they had a kid, right? We should get that for a 3rd Goofy movie. Establish Max and Roxanne are together, and establish they're married, and Goofy has to grapple with the antics of being a grandfather. That would be amazing. Like that, there's your complete Goofy movie trilogy. Make that. Focus on that. Goofy has to stop basically being like he can be goofy and stuff, but he has to grapple with the fact that he's going to be a grandfather. There's a story. There's a plot. There's a sweet plot. And y'all ain't going to do skull with that. All that infuriates me. I just wrote Disney. I just wrote you a great script, and you won't do anything with it. I love We're Back, Martin. We're Back's awesome. The DuckTales... No, I've never seen the DuckTales movie. But did I just write a good script for a direct-to-video Disney sequel that never came out? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Was there ever Was there ever confirmation on that? Was there ever any kind of the writers or anybody ever came out and said, oh yeah, they broke up? We may not have gotten Roxanne's Shirley girlfriend. We did this. Okay, so as sort of Goofy's, or as Max's stepmother, eventually, wouldn't be a bad idea. Include her in the third one. Put her in the third one. Her and Goofy ended up together. There we go. Like, come on, you gotta tell me, like, what I just wrote would be a great cap to the trilogy. Let's see here. Diet Soda and Justice League. They all have different individual cans. Bye, Jack. It was great to see you. Yeah, good to see you, man. Glad you came in. You know what, guys? I think we're actually going to wrap it up from here because I actually have to get to my girl, and I have to do a couple other things. But yeah, we're going to wrap things up here. So yeah, we're going to come back to doing these weekly streams because I do have fun doing these. So yeah, tomorrow so there's 2 videos to look forward to the next 2 days. You're going to have me take a sample from my Dominion review, and I'm going to put it out there and test the algorithm. Bear in mind, it is playing to that quartering / geeks and gamers genre, but I do not side with that. This is just testing the algorithm with a particular hot topic, but it's taking the Kathleen Kennedy video segment of my review, and I'm going to put it in as its own thing. So just in context for anybody who is wanting about this, saying, whoa, what the fuck is this? Like, watch this live stream, watch what I say in context, and say, this is just to test the algorithm. So, putting that out tomorrow. Look forward to that. I'm going to call it How Kathleen Kennedy Ruined Jurassic World 2. And then, tune in Friday. You will see the official Weird Al parody music video. That's going to be happening Friday. But also, check out JT is Reborn. Last minute in the chat. Guys, huge plug-in right now. Check out JT is Reborn's review of Halloween Ends. It's coming out tomorrow for Thanksgiving, and he basically is concluding the Halloween series that he's covered. I helped out on some of the special effects. On top of that, there's a trailer out I edited together on his channel. Guys, go check this out. Really excited to see the final product from JT is Reborn, and please go check out that plug. But that's what's happening the next few days. But a huge thank you to the following: Gerald Lang, Lance Dockwater, and especially Xandrew Productions. What a chap. These guys are incredible. Donating to our channel. This is one of our biggest things to date. Really appreciate the time here, guys. But yeah, we'll be back with these probably next week, doing some streaming. And maybe by that point I might reveal what I'm going to be reviewing. But tune in at some point. I'll see you guys later. BigJackFilms signing off. And for all of us here in Canada, we've already celebrated, but I want all you guys to have an amazing Thanksgiving tomorrow. Spend time with your family, eat some good turkey stuffing, feed yourselves, and then happy Black Friday. Go shopping, go crazy, buy your Christmas gifts. And I'll see you guys all live stream next week. Till then, take it easy. Have a good night. Bye.